Now that we've redone the bunkers here at Superstition Mountain, I wanted to make a quick video detailing how to get out of them a little bit easier. We're going to be talking about three things here. The type of swing you need to make in a bunker, the consistency of strike when you hit the sand, and then judging how much sand you have, because that'll determine how far the ball is going to go based on how hard or how soft you hit it. So when we're talking about the swing in a bunker, most people make a swing that's a little too rotary, like their normal golf swing. We'll get it turned around them on a shallower plane with a big shoulder turn. Really, in the bunker, we need to make a more vertical golf swing that'll allow us to use the trailing edge or the bounce of the golf club rather than that leading edge or the face of the golf club when you use a rotary or more shallow golf swing. Once you have that motion down, you need to practice putting the club into the sand in a consistent spot. So I've drawn a line here in the sand. What I'm going to try to do is make swings where I take out the front of that line every time. So because I can put the club into the sand in a consistent spot, I'm able to accurately judge how far the golf ball is going to go when it comes out. If you do this drill and you see yourself hitting either behind this line or in front of the line, you need to work on getting that club into the sand a little bit more consistently so that the ball reacts the same every time you make a swing. Last thing you want to do is understand how the amount of sand in the bunker is going to affect the shot. The more sand there is, the harder you're going to have to swing because the sand's going to absorb the energy of the club when it hits it. When the sand is wet or more compact or there's not as much of it, you don't need to swing as hard because the club is going to bounce off of the sand more, the ball's going to absorb more of the energy, it's going to go farther because of that. Let's see if we can put what I just talked about into practice. I've got a fairly standard lie right here, a little bit of an upslope in our bunker. The sand is dry, so it's not real wet. There's a decent amount of it. Not really, really soft, not really, really firm. I'm able to tell that because when I dig my feet in, I can feel what the amount that's there is. So knowing that, I'm going to make a pretty normal swing based on the lie for me for this length of a shot. I'm going to work on hitting that 2 to 3 inches behind it like we worked on with that line there, and we'll see if I can hit a good shot. So if you work on those three things when you're practicing bunkers, you should be able to get out a little bit easier, a little bit more consistently every time. And the most important thing, once you've hit the shot, make sure you maintain the bunker. Leave it in better shape than you find it. So I've got my rake here. I'm going to make sure that I leave this for the next person in as good a shape or better than when I had to hit this shot. Using a back and forth motion, smooth the sand out. Don't bury the head of the rake in the sand and then pull, because you'll see that'll leave a depression there. Don't know how often it happens, but I can guarantee you probably once every couple of rounds you find yourself in a lie like that because somebody hasn't properly cared for the bunker. So make sure you're raking the bunker properly, push away, smooth back. Hopefully we'll all have a better time in the sand and have a little bit more success on the golf course. Thanks.